Skyranger 1, ready to land near UFO to begin mission. Yes. This time I'm not too concerned about getting every little piece. I think it's a day mission, but I'm not willing to risk things. I'm not too concerned about getting everything intact if it means sacrificing a lot of our guys. Yeah, definitely not too concerned. We changed ammunition from armor piercing to high explosive. Same with this. Yeah, and I forgot to make markings about the strength values. Well, this should be fine. But if we know there's about 5 or 6 guys on this mission. And Ray. No, you don't need those grenades. But it would be good for a guy like this to have a pistol, for example, as a backup weapon. You might not need it, but if you do, you have something. Okay. Let's look at our location. This is the edge, and this isn't the edge. Yeah, there's quite a lot of space there, quite a lot of space there. And it's a much larger UFO this time. So there's some merit in trying to get it intact too, because it's a totally different type. Yeah. I think that's the door right there. I'm not sure if it's the only door, but we have to spot that at every second. Shit. Oh my god. If this was a nighttime mission, we wouldn't even spot that guy. I'll take a quick look around. Yeah. But this is a very dangerous situation for us, because there will be guys coming in and out there probably, and everyone is seen from there, so if they even fire in this direction and miss, they'll get kills. So this is overall a terrible place for us. And there's a wall there preventing us from getting out, so prime grenade, 0, throw grenade. The 0 means it'll explode when I press enter. And it's a smoke grenade, so I'm hoping it'll block that view of that area. At least long enough for us to get our guys out of this ship. Yeah, this weapon is way too heavy for you, but just Run for cover. You're not gonna be doing any reaction shots. Like God, hope to God, you're not gonna do any reaction shots. I think you should run there too. We have a couple of guys guarding it. So if there's gonna be any reaction firing, we already have the guys in place. And having more guys there would just provide for a larger target, nothing more. We need to reach this building quite soon. I think it's better to use the UFO as cover. Yeah, Leonid Malev, this weapon is way too heavy for you, strength 25, yeah. I need to make a marking of those strength values. Even if I don't put it in the name, I'll write it down somewhere. It's really is vital information. Otherwise we have these guys that, yeah, Helga Fiber. 33, this is not so bad, but again, the loadout is too heavy for her. Maybe we have too much ammo or something. Either way, this just isn't gonna work. This is a... We're in a terrible position for the next turn. If something explodes near here, we'll lose most of our party. Okay, those are sounds of barn doors opening, so they're definitely outside already. If we see an open door like here, we can guess what it is. So, smoke grenade. Going in smoke can cause you to go unconscious, especially if you're wounded. Yeah. If I was a betting man, I'd say, yeah, there's somewhere behind the UFO or in this building. Yeah, this really isn't a... Well, it never is a great situation. Always something. But it's much preferable to doing night missions. I think we'll move in 3-4 man blocks, and you need to get out of this opening immediately, no matter how tiring it is. We won't be moving Andre at this point, because if there's some kind of trouble here, he can react, and with that weapon he has, it's probably a good reaction. Also, I don't want to go here. Even though this wall will give some protection, it's not gonna be all that much. I'll much prefer to just pull the entire group in a singular direction. At least for the moment, just to get everyone in sort of a... in some kind of cover. Staying out here in the open, that's really done healthy for us. Yeah, which... yeah, don't stay there. Andre. That should be all. Yeah. Any open doors anywhere? I don't see them. Again, there's probably like 5 guys at least still left. They have more accurate weapons, more powerful weapons, so we want to force the fight in close ranges as often as possible. Run. Can you do a reaction shot? Snapshot. We need to check this out. Yeah, this guy can move about two squares before he's exhausted. Way too heavy of a weapon for her or him. Yeah, our formation is way too tight. But I'm willing to risk it for a turn. I'll just take a quick peek there, nothing to be seen. So let's move on. Although there's a lot of smoke, so it's very unlikely we'd see anything anyway. That was the door inside the UFO, or UFO door some kind. Good. Good. So now we have I'm fairly confident that we have a one corner cleared. It doesn't mean it's going to be safe forever, but it means we don't have to worry about enemies in our rear at the moment. And that alone is a good enough thing. I think we'll go around the UFO. Is there so much smoke here now? It seems to be spreading. If we'll go here, I'll actually just fire rockets at this building. It's probably a safe bet that there's aliens there. And it's outside the UFO, so it won't harm it in any way. Yeah, Leonid, yeah, you really don't have the strength to do this. Same with you, Helga, Airbear. Formations, again, way too tight. This is gonna bite us in the ass sooner or later. And I know it. If it happens, there's no one to blame. I absolutely know it, that it's not gonna work. Single grenade and yeah, half of the team is dead. And do you think what's going to happen to the rest of the team with their 10 points of bravery when most of the team is dead? Yeah, they're gonna drop their weapons or start shooting like madmen. And you don't want guys with this kind of weaponry to just start doing that. We might be able to puncture a hole in the UFO, but I think To do that we need something like high explosives. The rocket launcher might be good enough. Sure, I want to do that again. If we can get an intact UFO here, that would be great. It's just that I don't care about it that much, since we already have one. But I certainly wouldn't object to having another. The smoke will probably cover us, so we can see it without too much worries. Yeah, this is starting to be a problem, the amount of guys we're putting in a single direction. That's the edge. It's not too big of an area. And I do appreciate that, but it also means that this building and probably somewhere another building near here is the place where all the aliens are. Like some heavy weapon guy to back him up. Yeah, save for a snapshot. Going through that smoke isn't going to be good for us either. Gunter Bremer. I'd like you to be part of that party. We even get an approximate location for the aliens. I'm gonna be very trigger happy with the guy with the rocket launcher. Yeah. Inside UFO action. But there's too many of them for all of them to be contained. There was 5-6 guys in the smaller UFO, so... And this is also intact. And we have basically only seen one so far. I'll move with Galena first, because if we spot an alien, or it reacts fires on us, it's very less unlikely to hit us. Let's put it that way. It still very well might. Cabbage badge. This building... yeah, there has to be another building there. Yeah, I think we'll have him guard this position, but there has to be another guy here. Rocket launcher guy, you need to be at the forefront. And we'll leave Michiko to help this guy here. No one can be alone, that's too risky. It's sort of worrisome that you don't spot anything. Well, we guessed that there would be where they would be, so it's not exactly a surprise. Still, we'll stay behind this hedge. It'll probably block a single shot. It has a chance to block a single shot. Yeah, there's another building. It's very high, like probability aliens are there. Who has high explosive rounds? You do. So get into position, ready to fire. Same with you. Andre Rangulin. Run, Andre, run. Can you crouch? Placing guys so close to each other is usually a bad thing, because there's a high probability that missed shots will hit some other guy then. So these are basically examples of things not to do. You lose everyone in a single shot. Even if your enemy misses, they'll likely hit someone. So yeah, don't do this. It's a stupid thing to do, and I have no idea why I'm doing it. Okay. Ooh, someone, yeah, Andre Chardrin will go as a spotter. Yeah, shots have been fired here. Can I crouch and still retain capability of firing? No. The problem now is if I fire wildly with Helga. Yeah, I'm gonna save. Because I'm worried about the danger of hitting this hedge when I fire. That's not really acceptable. We destroyed someone's cabbage patch. It takes 7 time units. We have 7 time units. We don't have enough. I'm not sure I want to take more people there yet. So let's end. Yeah, aliens have definitely been here, open doors. Wasn't a bad thing to shoot at. Can I shoot another? Yes, I can. Someone's definitely at the top floor, I'd say. There's even a roof here. Can I shoot there? Yes, I can. Heavy rockets. Heavy missiles would have been preferable here. Even though we can punch holes with the normal rocket, light small rockets, heavy one would actually do some proper damage. We'll have to move on. We can't just stay here. You can't crouch, so snapshot, crouch. Snapshot, crouch. It's very dangerous to go there. Very dangerous. Can't see craft, and the smoke is is starting to disappear now. I think it's time for us to start proceeding. The purpose of these two is basically to prevent the aliens from coming into our rear. Nothing more complicated. I still say the probability of aliens being here is pretty much 100%. Sergey. Now, I don't see any open doors in this building, so there might not be anyone here. That's not in any way guaranteed. Yeah, I don't see any open doors in any level. On the other hand, this is very highly multiple open doors on multiple levels. Yeah. I think we'll keep Helga as a cover fire here and move these other guys closer. We're getting a bit too close. Yeah, you are too far. I'm not gonna hit anything there. Yeah, I think it's time to run. Same with you. Might take hits, we might take casualties, but you're simply too far to do much useful things. Can you even move a little bit? Yeah. There's one. There was one. We can't see it. We can't see it. Shit. Ah, it's there. Okay. No! Accidentally clicked. I was supposed to select the other soldier. Oh, I don't dare to move anymore. We have 45 points. Yeah. Aim shot. Ah. Oh, that was bad. I was supposed to try to do some explosive fire on there. Well, at least we didn't get casualties, so. This is a bit of an awful situation, because if we try to go into the UFO and there's still aliens here, they'll basically be able to shoot at our backs. So we have to clear out the areas outside the UFO before trying to go in, while at the same time try to keep an eye out on here. So, who are the lucky guys who will stay and guard? But staying here is, again, they can't shoot from the building. So I think it's safer actually overall to just pick a direction and move quickly towards it instead of staying here. Hopefully we can provide a little bit of cover there. Just move in. You'll stay and provide cover fire. That's the only thing you do. And you have auto fire and high explosive rod, so things can go really badly. We can shoot if it shoots as a bad shot on one of our own teams. Yeah, this is potentially a terrible situation. We'll have the rocket launcher guy provide additional backup. Yeah, don't save your shots. I don't want you to react. Where did the shot come from? I almost thought it came from there. That's insane. But we're now in the line of sight of enemy. And that's bad. Yeah. It hit there. So where did the shot come from? Maybe down here, but it didn't look like that. There really is someone here. So, move it. Maybe it came from upstairs. So that's why it would look a little bit odd. Okay, there he is. There he is. Can you see it? This can be terrible, but let's do it anyway. How much does it cost to shoot? Too much. At least it provided a little bit of smoke there. Same with here. So he might have been injured. No point doing aim shots, the accuracy is still too crap. How about you? 73% chance to hit. Oh yeah. Gunter Brame. One shot, one kill. And we can't really use Andre anymore. Since our own guys are already going in the building. I think it's time to move on. Oh shit. Can you take him on? Okay. Again. At least we hit the general area, so he could be wounded. And there's smoke, so we don't see that well anymore. There's a high chance of getting casualties now. Can't be helped. And that's one of the reasons we would want to have more guys in a single direction. Can you take... Yeah, there's a building in between, so probably not. Yeah, I think it's time for you to run. You're no use to us here. You're definitely not gonna go to a building though. That's the last thing I need. Yeah. Shit. Please hit. This is the only chance we get to fire on it. Used. Yeah. Terrible guys will die there. Well, the woman was decent enough. But the autocannon guy, yeah, he's too weak. He can't move. He can't shoot. Totally worthless. There's not much we can do for them. They're basically screwed. I hate the fact that our weapons are so goddamn inaccurate at this point. We need those laser weaponry. Two guys shooting without moving, and we basically get nothing from that. That's terrible. Yeah. I can't. So, the fight continues. We are losing half our goddamn action points before we even start the turn. Yeah, this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. Chances to hit is very low. Could I... Yeah, I can't even do 2 snapshots. I can't do a single aim shot. So it's... And we're not in no position to go into any kind of cover, so... Do we have grenades? Yeah, but that's not gonna be much of an improvement. Yeah, our throwing accuracy isn't that good. So, what we're hoping is to get lucky. Like that. And we killed 2 guys with a single shot. So, this time it was our turn to get lucky. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Maybe Leonid will redeem himself and not be a total waste of space. We can't stay in smoke for extended periods of time. This is very dangerous. There's a little white bar starting to form up with the health bar. That means you spend too much time in your smoke in the smoke. I'm guessing it'll start causing real problems soon. And we were good. I think Helga is starting to move towards the UFO. That means we need to change the ammunition type to armor piercing. We don't want to go shooting high explosive inside the UFO. At least not as our first option. If it becomes a necessity, then that's another matter. Okay. Okay, the madman shot with a rocket launcher reaction fire. Luckily he hit. Luckily the small rockets are not powerful enough to cause any real damage. But we did see another alien here somewhere. Yeah, those are corpses now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't recall shooting a guy there though. Maybe he fell unconscious. This one. Other option is that he got wounds from our high explosive shots and died from them. I don't think we have alien containment yet, so it doesn't really matter. Dead or alive, they're all gonna die anyway. Yeah, I don't think Leonid will be moving much. He's not gonna be any use in any kind of assault, and we do need someone to cover this. But he could use some backup. We can't exactly. Yeah, I don't want you doing any kind of reaction shots anymore. It was a good shot, but that could have gone so wrong. Very high risk shot. Let's try to proceed here. We haven't exactly cleared the building though. But what I'm guessing is that this is where they started, and this isn't a. This is just an indication that they ran out of here, and that's all. Don't reserve anything now. Please don't reserve. Okay, another one in this house. We'll proceed with this guy before abandoning this house. Yeah, don't save your points. I need to know if there's anyone here. No. Ah, so they're only in this direction anymore. I'm not sure what to do with Andre. He's a good guy, and he has the strength to carry this crap. So I don't want him to react firing. It's way too dangerous. Should I fire on with him? Yeah, that's the question. Should I try to punch a hole through that wall and use these guys to finish things? Or not? This guy has to be a priority. I have 2 shots left. Yeah, I think we'll have to go after him. What do we have? Please, that was the last of them. Do you have a grenade? Yeah. I think that might be a preferable option at this point. And a pistol. Sounds from the UFO. So, let's do this thing. Accuracy is what? But I was thought I could make it. Apparently not. Need 40 points to throw. Yeah, we can do it. Then we can't do anything else. Yeah, that was a interesting thing to do. More important, we haven't exactly cleared this building. What the hell are you doing? Why are you saving your shots? Okay, this didn't... We fudged up. I thought we had time to run out, but we did. That was a mistake. If that grenade doesn't kill that guy, we'll lose another guy. Let's take a quick peek. We lost another guy. Shit. How many points do we have? 42. Oh yeah! Andre the magic assassin. Yeah. Let's bring our other guys to at least do some kind of reactionary work here. We might lose Andre anyway, because if someone comes now, yeah, he's a sitting duck right there. Don't save your points. Get out of the smoke. Rating good. We only lost 2 of XCOM operatives, 8 aliens killed, 29 alien artifacts, 1 power source, 2 navigation alien allos, and 4 Illyrium 115. Yeah. So we need to hire more guys. Okay, Captain, Sergeant, Sergeant. Yeah. Not enough equipment to fully equip squad. That's to be expected. We don't have, for example, the rockets for our rocket launcher. Well, there should be 2 types, large and small. We'll take the large one this time. Incendiary rocket. That could be a huge pain in the ass. Okay. We need to hire a couple of guys again. We need to sell stuff. The alien tech and the bodies. Sectoid corpses, yeah. We need 1. We have a mine probe. Okay, alien grenades, we'll save them. Save ammunition, not too keen on. We have heavy plasma clips, that's great. We probably want to keep alien alloys, navigation, power sources. Mine probe. Definitely we want to keep all the Illyrium we can. Illyrium is it's basically what powers up every alien technology, so you're very dependent on that once you move to a higher grade technology. Never sell Illyrium. Never. The only exception to that rule is that when you know better. But as a general rule of thumb, never sell any, not a single unit. We'll be selling some plasma weaponry though, we really need the money. Not too keen on plasma rifles. That's 600,000 for us. Too shabby. A couple of million. I'm sort of interested in seeing our soldiers to kill the captain. So, strength increase, health increases, stamina, time unit, so it's starting to shape up. But again, it doesn't mean anything until we get some armor, because a single shot will still kill him. We don't have any medkits either, so if he gets wounded, it's all over for him. Yeah, we have 6 guys, so we need at least a couple to be assigned to the Sky Ranger. We might just do it while waiting for the equipment to get here. Oh, now we can get 5 aliens. Tom Hudson. Now we'll take those. We're gonna go through a lot of people throughout this Let's Play, because these all our enemies so far have been sectoids. Those are the easiest ones. So when we start encountering something else, yeah. We need to move in some of the rocket launcher ammunition. Screw the small rockets, we'll take the large one. Incendiary rockets too. Yeah. I need probably 3 rockets. We should sell the heavy cannons since we aren't using them. We have the stun rods, but again, you'd have to run next to the enemy to use the attack, and you can see that most of our guys can't even carry the weapons they have yet. So stun rod isn't gonna be a good weapon. We need some kind of ranged thing that does the same thing, or much heavier armor. We could buy a heavy weapons platform, but I think we'll do that in the next month. I'm not quite sure when the maintenance costs will have to be paid. Because even though we have to pay it probably at the end of the month, we'll also get new money at the end of the month. Let's save. Please develop the laser rifles. The accuracy alone is worth it. Gerhardt and Scott. At least he's accurate. He's a coward. What about Scott Taylor? He's no good. Nothing happening. Haven't been in any fights with the UFOs. Laser rifle. Ooh, accuracy. High accuracy, higher power. Yeah, laser rifle is a more powerful and accurate version of the earlier pistol design. I think we want to research alien alloys next. I'm hoping to get some kind of an armor as soon as possible. We could use more scientists. New research project. Okay. Or yeah, we need more. Stop production. New production. Laser rifle. 20,000 per unit. Start production. Need at least 8. Probably not that much, but we'll start with 8. 8 days, 21 hours. Large. Yeah, I don't think we have any chance of intercepting it. It's too fast. Yeah. Return to base. Base information. Okay, we have a lot of living quarter space, so I'm inclined to get more 3,200,000 more scientists and more engineers. Store space. We have a decent enough store space, so we don't have to upgrade that yet. We do want more laboratories. We won't buy them now though, it's the end of the month. We'll buy them. When's the last day? Because if we buy them now, we'll have to pay at the end of the month the cost for them too, and they won't get much research done in the day or two that they'll be here. Our first find. We want to shoot it on land, so we won't be doing this. National UFO. Let's take a quick look at the base, equip craft, see if we have any. See if we have any laser rifles ready. We have enough. We have enough. I do want to check one thing. Who of you can carry heavy weaponry? Alan Hill, preferably not. Galina, preferably not. Andre, okay, Andre is good. Same with Sergey. Gunter is good. Yeah, Andre, Sergey, Gunter. Yeah. And those are our heavy weapon guys. We do want to buy a heavy weapons platform, I think, because it's basically a tank, and what we could use it to spot enemies, take the shots, that sort of thing. So we could bring our number of casualties down. And I think I'll save here, and next time we'll have another UFO mission.